think there is a pretty good chance that Zeta is going to push back up to $30 to maybe even $40 within the next 6 to 12 months, which would be best case a 100% to 200% move. And my goal in this video is to share with you why I think that that could happen and what I'm planning to do as far as a position. Now, the first thing that I want you to understand about this stock is that we are trading at a massive discounted range within the past 2 years. The way that we can tell and the way that we find this area is by taking a Fibonacci from swing low up to swing high. And the 0.618 to the 0.786 is going to be our institutional buy zone. Now, if you want to get access to any of these indicators that you see here and learn to draw these Fibonaccis completely for free, then check out our 12-step masterclass series down in the description. I highly recommend starting with the BX Trender course and the Market Mastery course, which will show you how to draw the smart money zones. Now, this area is extremely important because, as we said, it means that the stock is trading at a discount. And if institutions are going to enter into a stock, it is normally going to be within a discounted range because they are not going to overpay for anything. Now, the area directly below the institutional buy zone that I have labeled in purple is called the smart money zone. The reason that it's called that is because this is normally the absolute lowest that they will allow the stock to move to before a sizable recovery and push to the upside. A good example of this playing out as of recent is AMD, which is currently breaking out to absolute perfection. Robinhood, which is a stock that we have been absolutely killing on it with for the past couple of months, and RBLX, which is up about 112% in the past couple of months. Now remember, just because a stock is pulling back into a specific zone does not mean that it has to bounce. Historically, we only have a 58% win rate, and the goal is not to be right each and every single time that we take a position. The goal is to, number one, stick to the system, and number two, make sure that when we take the trade, we have outsized returns for the amount of risk that we're putting in the portfolio. Now, a lot of people ask me about risk versus reward, and it's very simple to figure it out. Basically, if we were to take a position marker right here, we would take our profit target up to most recent highs. In this case, this is normally where we're going to push up to. Now, in the cases of Hood, in the cases of RBLX, we are way above those resistance levels, and even something like NVIDIA. But when we're looking at a potential breakout, we don't want to be looking at best case scenario. We want to be looking at something that's a little bit more realistic, because if the numbers make sense with something that's realistic, then it's going to obviously make sense with a best case scenario. So that means our upside over the next 6 to 12 months is about 154%, which is massive. Now, our stop loss in this case would occur when this weekly BX Trender turns dark red. The reason for this is because that means that buying pressure will be exiting the stock. So if this weekly BX turns red and we break the smart money zone, then we'll probably have about a 20% move to the downside. And you can see here that with a 155% move to the upside and a 21% move to the downside, this gives us across the entirety of that range. It doesn't mean that we're going to hold this trade the entire time, but across that 6 to 12 month range that we're focusing on, that gives us a 35 risk versus reward, meaning our upside is 35 times what our downside is. Sorry, that makes absolutely no sense. I was doing the math in my head. It's a 7-to-1 risk versus reward. 35 is the amount of points to the upside. So it'd be a 7-to-1 risk versus reward, which is still very, very strong. That means that we could make 7 times what our potential loss is in this situation. So as of right now, I'm holding on to Zeta. I'm currently down about 13.5%. And I will continue to hold this until that weekly BX Trender closes dark red. I hope this video helped. As always, if you want to get access to all the indicators and learn my system for free, the links are down in the description, and I'll see you all tomorrow.